Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy Kevin,
And your girl Joya.
and this is the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast.
Welcome, everyone.
We hope y'all enjoy today's episode.
Gonna make a change in my life.
What's up, y'all? This Kevin.
And I'm Joya. How y'all doing out there? Happy Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday, everybody. Hey, today we got a great show.
Yes, we do. In fact, our topic today is what makes your relationship work? What
Hey,
what makes it work? What you think, babe?
what makes it work? Communication,
Yeah, we talked about that last week on
dating,
Yeah, that was
um,
one of the things too.
God,
Oh, for sure.
and
That's number one.
you have to be friends, and you gotta love on each other. That's how I think. What about you?
God for sure.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Hmm.
Communication,
All right.
compromise.
Oh yeah, you gotta
Because,
compromise.
yeah, two different people coming together in a relationship. So, you got to compromise sometimes
Oh
in your
yeah.
relationship for sure.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But we waiting on also. We got some special guests gonna be on here with us tonight to get through.
He said he can't get through. He just
So
inboxed you.
we're gonna see if we can get them on here and everything. Hopefully they can make it. But if not, me and my wife will handle this show. But
Yeah.
we hopefully they can get through here and get on and join us tonight and everything. So go ahead, Joy. Talk about a little bit on what we doing tonight.
All right. So we are talking about relationships and what makes relationships work, what make your relationship work. Remember, every relationship is not the same. But we wanted to talk about that, elaborate on that, and like Kevin said, we got some special guests coming on. Hopefully, they can get on so that they can talk about what makes their relationship work. Um, we want to hear from you guys, so send us an email or on our Facebook and give us what you think that makes the relationship work. What makes your relationship work, or just a relationship? What makes it work? Um, what do you think, babe?
Yeah, like she said, hopefully y'all can join us tonight. But if not, we will talk with the audience and we'll just give you and elaborate on what we think, to help people out to continue having a strong relationship and everything. But before we get started, I gotta let you know tonight episode is sponsored by the More Than the Coach podcast. And More Than the Coach podcast, which is hosted by your boy, Coach Marshall at that time. And basically it's about interviewing people, giving out positive nuggets every day or weekly, to help somebody get through some tough times in their life. So I hope you all can tune into that and check that out.
What day do you do it on again?
You can get the More Than the Coach motivation Friday mornings, and More Than the Coach nuggets come any day of the week, just depending on how I feel at that time.
Right.
I drop them. So, so whatever God put on my heart to say and talk about, and that's what I do.
That's awesome. Also, it is sponsored by Beautifully Just Being Me, which is my company. It's a natural hair oil, shampoo, and hair cream that helps grow your hair, helps moisturize your hair also. You can get on bjbm.square.site to order, or you can contact me on Facebook. I also have beard oil for the gentlemen also.
Mine a little nappy, but she right. She got it. It worked. Got that hair right too. Everybody think I got wig. I ain't got no wig. This normal hair.
Yeah, he's one of my best customers. Him and my where the whole family uses it actually. From our two daughters and our son, they all use it and they have good hair. Healthy hair.
Oh yeah. Well, since we right now they having some difficulties getting on. Reg and Marquita. If we can't get y'all, then we'll make something happen and get it again. Try this again.
See, this is one of the things we were talking about when we first came on, when our first episode, when we were saying it might be some hiccups along
Oh
the way,
yeah.
but it's us. We just being us. So, Marquita and Reggie, hopefully we can get you guys on next week. Then we can do that. Get you guys on. Sorry, y'all having a difficult time getting on there.
Oh yeah. So also since we on that, then let's go ahead on tonight. How long have we been in our relationship, babe?
We have been married for 27 years. Our anniversary is May 10th. It's coming up.
Oh yeah.
So we have been together for 27 years.
Yeah.
A very long time, especially in this day and age.
That's right.
With us being, we're not young anymore. But when we got together, we were young. So
That's
yeah.
right.
So yeah, it's been ups and downs, but that's in every relationship. So, and like I said, we're talking about what makes our or a relationship work. And I was saying compromise, babe. When I said compromise earlier, I was saying how sometimes we might not agree on a lot of stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then there goes that compromise where it makes sense to two people come together and try to agree on it, and find a solution. So that's when it comes to that compromise. That's what I was talking about when I said compromise. You have to in a relationship,
Oh yeah, because
it,
if you don't, it ain't gonna work.
right? It just can't be one side.
Uh, when I was young, I thought it was all about me, though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
that's and you know what? I appreciate that. That's a very transparent moment for you to admit it. He
Yeah.
did though. He thought everything was about him, and sometimes he still thinks that. Sometimes, but I have to,
Say what?
yeah. Well, I have to let him know. But we grew together. We learned together.
Hmm.
We did. And transparent moment for me, I was clingy. He could go nowhere without me. I was having the attitude.
Hmm.
So we grew together
Yeah,
so
that's
that we
true.
can make our relationship work. And like I said, we were young when we got together, so we were still at that age where we were still going out and having fun, and really didn't think about how important or what we had was important, between each other.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but hey, like you said, in time we prevail through and things go right. Oh, I just see one of our guests popped in.
All right.
Yeah, can you hear
Yeah,
us on your end, Reg?
we
Mr.
have
Baldwin.
we having a sound difficulty.
He
Oh,
logging.
we
I,
see him. Hey guys.
oh yeah, we can see him. I think we got him
Hold
now,
on.
y'all. I think.
Oh, all
Oh
right.
yeah, there they go. I think we got him.
Hey, how y'all doing?
He just popped out for a sec. We'll bounce back with him. We'll
Right.
bounce back. There you go. Y'all know that's my boy, my little bro. He great with this technology, so so glad that they made it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He- He's trying to get the camera
Yeah, he
together.
getting his camera right. That's a true photographer. Right.
Right, right. Hey guys.
What's up, y'all?
Can y'all hear us?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Let me turn this screen
Oh
on.
yeah, y'all. So hey. Oh yeah, look at him.
Mr. Technology right there.
Right. So as we were saying, y'all, we got our special guest on with us tonight. It's Mr. Reggie and Marquita Baldwin, my little bro and my little sis, coming to join us tonight. Mr.
How you guys doing? Good, good. How
Sunday
are you guys
evening.
doing?
Let's go back a little bit.
We doing good.
Good, blessed Y'all looking good over there.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out on a Sunday because I know that day before getting things together and getting your kids together for tomorrow and everything. But thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it.
No problem, no problem. You already know we love y'all.
Oh
Yeah, we
yeah, for
love you
sure.
guys too.
And it's an honor to have y'all as our first live guest on the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast. So we
Yes, for
appreciate it.
sure. For sure.
You
For
know,
sure.
I know Red's probably tired of seeing me. We've been together a long time around each other all weekend, but hey, I salute you. Everything you do, brother.
I
Yeah,
appreciate you too.
we
Yes,
was
sir.
just talking about marriage and a relationship and how what makes a relationship work. So can y'all tell the people how long y'all been together? Marriage together, all together?
Um, we we started dating back in 2003.
Okay.
So we've been together for 20 years. It'll be 20
Wow.
years next month, and we've been married for 17 this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I heard him.
awesome.
He said 17. Yeah.
17
Anytime you
years.
pass them teens, hey,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And it's saying that when you the first year be hard. Was y'all first year marriage? Was it kind of hard in the first year?
I don't think the first.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think it was too hard. It wasn't too bad. The first year wasn't too bad. We was still new. I'm young. I'm kind of young still, and she
Yeah.
younger than me.
Okay.
So we was just getting our feet wet. We looking around, seeing all the other married couples, see how they do it, and
Yeah.
watching the
Yeah.
blueprint. Chew up the meat and spit out the bones.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Our first year, I ain't gonna say the year, but the first week was hell. I was ready to pack up. I'm like, what did I do? What did I get?
Really?
We had to go back to our pastor and sit down and talk
Yeah, we
because
did.
I didn't know. Like earlier before y'all joined, what you say? I had a transparency moment
Yeah,
when I
he
said
did.
it was all about me when we first got together,
Yeah, he
and I
did.
didn't want to believe and see nothing else. It was just my way or no way.
Yeah, he did.
So the first week after we got married and the honeymoon was over with, man, shook my world. But you know,
Good, right?
oh yeah,
We
20,
made
20
27
something,
years.
27 years.
And
That's
So
what's up.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
last year, I mean, not last year, last week, I was saying how every marriage is different. Every relationship is different. You can't compare your marriage to somebody else's marriage. You have to do what makes your marriage work, that.
mhm,
Absolutely.
So, how is compromise in your marriage?
mhm, good question.
I didn't hear that.
I'm sorry, I'll repeat it.
What was the
How
last thing you
important,
said?
I said, how important is compromising in your marriage?
Oh, very, very, very. Almost with everything.
Yeah.
What we eat every day, kids situations, like almost with everything, we gotta compromise on everything. Otherwise, it
Yeah.
will fall apart very quickly.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
that's so
That
true.
compromise and it's like being on a team. It's just y'all two though. And
Yeah.
and every day it's a different journey, and
Mhm,
you you gotta you kind of whatever. Like I grew up by myself. Like my brothers and sisters were 10 years older than me, so I'm used to having everything for myself and kind of spoiled. And my wife,
Okay.
all her siblings grew up with her around the same age. So when I'm
mhm.
jumping into this marriage, I ain't used to having to share with nobody. So I had to
Yeah.
learn that part, the compromising.
And it doesn't bother
That's
me at all. There was five of us in the house on top of me being a twin, so I don't care about sharing anything. Like,
Say it wasn't a problem for you because you was, yeah. That is,
right.
if you don't have compromise in your relationship, it's just not gonna work. It's just not going to work. And like you said, Marquita, it'll just fall apart. Like seriously, because
Mhm.
it will be like that one sided. So yeah, I'm glad we learned that though, didn't we,
oh
babe?
yeah, we had to. We learned it the hard way, because Fortunately, in my household, I didn't see a strong marriage, so I didn't know what to do. I mean, when I moved with my aunt, I seen how a man was supposed towards his wife, so I learned a lot from my uncle Bob. May he rest in peace. But that taught me a lot. Not no knock on my pops, but he just, it wasn't made for everybody. So I had to learn that, try to be a role model and show mine the same way how you supposed to be. And like we always say, it ain't gonna be easy all the time, but we gotta continue to work and give it to God and just pray on everything for real.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That is so true.
So
That
my
is true.
my question is, how do y'all find time for yourself? In the marriage. I know we all busy people, but how do you find your time for you and your marriage?
Um, Sometimes we have to check ourselves about that because we do get too busy and too involved with jobs and kids and parents, and we have to be like, dang, we ain't even sat down and had no time for us lately. Like right now, like stop whatever we're doing. Like it's about us for the next couple of hours type of, because things just get carried away and we sometimes forget to.
I
Oh
heard y'all
yeah.
talking about on y'all on one of y'all podcasts about dating, like giving
Hmm.
time to date each other again. So I'm listening. Like, that's what y'all have to really understand. Like, we've been marriage partners for a long time, y'all, and us, and going to the cabarets back in the day a long time ago. So I'm paying attention. I'm listening. It's a lot of stuff. Just because we've been married this many years, that don't mean we ain't still learning.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Right.
We, we still learning. So when I heard that, I was like, you know what? They right. We need to go ahead and date. We went out last night, went to the band. We had a good time with each other. So I said, okay,
Okay.
See,
I'm still listening.
Oh yeah.
yeah. See, I feel like dating is so important in a relationship because you can get lost in the daily lives and so, the hoopla and everything, and then you forget like, wow, we haven't went on a date in a minute, or and it could be the simplest things. It could be sometimes we do movie night at home.
Hmm.
We eat, we'll get something to eat, and you want to watch a movie, and it'd be me and him, and we watching a movie and we eating and we just chilling, and it's just me and him. As long as you get that you and her time, then it's all good. It'll
Oh
work.
yeah.
You gotta have that date night. You do.
Yeah.
That's so important.
Yeah. That's very important. I hope a lot of young people understand that. It's not about always our friends and need to hang out with them, because when we get older and you get that wife, it's about y'all two, y'all that one.
Hmm.
And I know a lot of people that I used to be around didn't understand that for a while and thought I was acting funny and things like that, but they had to understand, like, look, that man married, he got to live a whole different lifestyle now,
Hmm.
and I try to talk to a lot of people about that, especially young guys I talk with. I try to teach them that, if they really your friends, they'll know your house come first before, hanging out with the boys. We have our boy moment and everything, but like we said, we want to keep this thing strong and right, because I'm in it to win it. I ain't in it just to get married and see how many wives I can have. I ain't cut like that.
Or to say you just married. A lot
Hmm.
of times, you get caught up in the fairy tale of marriage. Oh yeah, I'm married and it's gonna be this and it's so perfect and this and that. But it don't happen that way because we're two imperfect people that came together and we choose to love each other. So yeah. And
Hmm.
another thing I want to ask you guys, yeah, date night is so important. The alone time is important. But what do you guys do for yourself? What can like Marquita, you know, um, I know that you be going through some health issues as I do. What do you do to take that time just for yourself? Or big bro, what do you do, Reggie? What do you do? How do y'all do that? Because you do need that time for yourself so that y'all can come together, back together, reset, so y'all can be better for one another. What do y'all do separately where y'all just,
To be for me, this right here,
yeah.
studio. That's
Yeah.
that's my that's my piece. When I want to have when I want to have a peace of mind, I grab some footage that I shot recently, and I just zone out. I just
Yeah.
zone out, and that's my peace. I don't other people. I got a PlayStation. I got a PlayStation 4 now because it's old. I probably played it about 2 or 3 times. Like video games ain't my thing. Is creating computer videography. That's me myself. Like if I can do that, then or recording some music or something, I'll be all right. That's whether I got paid for that or not. Like that's a part of who I am, so I have to do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna be a very angry person.
It's true. So true. Well, I had to have my good cigar and wine too.
What about you?
Same.
What about you? What is your me time?
I don't know. I guess probably taking a nap because I don't get those often. I don't get them often, so taking a nap is like my me time. That I just leave me be. A lot of times the girls don't let me sleep, so lately. This guy right here would be like, not leaving mom alone, let her get her nap in. She gonna let her sleep for 2 hours, type of let her be. And I wake up refreshed and I'm in a better mood.
I wish I can get.
Oh my gosh, naps are so important. They are. So
We don't get them often around here.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
don't either. Oh gosh.
All 5 of the grandbabies upstairs now. We had to
Right.
bribe them to be quiet and watch TV.
Aw.
That's cool though. Yep. Got any other questions for me, baby?
Yeah. What advice would you give young people now that's coming up that want to be in a relationship as far as like marriage or just have been in a relationship, and they may come to you and ask you sometimes, because we get asked a lot about relationships in our marriage. So what do you tell people about how to make a marriage work, or what they have to do? Some good advice on that.
Lately, we've been seeing a lot of relationships with people giving up too easy, like and too quick. Like they run into a brick wall and they're just ready to let it go. And I'm this and that and the other. Like if you really want this to work, you got to make it work. Don't be so quick to jump the gun and be like, I'm done because you're mad or whatnot.
Yeah, I agree.
You gotta be willing to work for it.
My parents were together for 50 years before my dad passed in 2017. So that's what I seen my parents. I know they weren't perfect, and me and my wife marriage ain't perfect either. But we love each other and we fight for it. We do whatever it takes. We compromise. We make sure we talk it out. It's important to have conversations. You know what I'm saying? Annual conversations, just to checkpoints. Hey, I don't like the way you did that. Can you switch this up? You need to clean this up a little bit more. You left this for me and all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's just fight for it. It ain't. If you married, it ain't no relationship. I'm gonna press reset. It's over. We gon' I really don't do nothing. I'm loyal. Like y'all already know. If I mess with you, I mess with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride it out with you the long way. And that's how I am with my wife. That's how I am with y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. Sometimes I guess it's either in you or it ain't.
There it is.
There it is.
That's the truth too. And I even mentioned last week, it's real. A lot of people get mad. Hit me up and was like, "Why would you say that?" But I told them, sometimes you gotta keep your family out your business for your marriage to work. Y'all can. At the time, I'm running to you and you because we might have an issue or a conflict. That's for me and her to sit down and figure it out and work through it. So I stay strong by that though. Can't have everybody in your relationship neither if you want it to work.
And you can't always take advice from any and everybody.
Yep.
So,
Most of the people that try to give me advice is all divorced.
Hey, I know the feeling. The year we got married, I think we been like 6 weddings,
Yes, we
you
were.
know, and there's only 2 people still alive,
Yes.
you know, and
Yeah.
that's summer.
Yep.
So we 27 years ago. You know, I mean, my man Tinsley, man, he rest in peace.
Yes.
But I know besides that, yeah, I can't count them all no more. I mean, still married. You're right about that.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
Right. That was like us too. When we got married, it was about 6 of us that all got married in the same year. And I think there's only 2 of the marriages still us, and then and I think a couple more. Like there's not many of them.
There's
They're all
one
divorced
other
now.
one. There's one other one that I know of that's still married, and it's some people that got married again and
Married
divorced
again,
again.
divorced again.
So to me, that's like some people's pattern. Like they be so quick to give up. So
Yeah.
and you know you gotta talk things out, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna be
man,
uncomfortable. It's gonna
Very,
be
very.
uncomfortable. But just just giving a person. I'm gonna give you an example, and I talked to Kevin about this the other day. I'm on my game. I'm on my way to the game, and I ran out of gas. I was you know I was heated. I was heated. I was heated because I wanted to be there for them seniors. You know, when it come to kids, I love children, especially the ones that I watch come up. I love them. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be there for them seniors, so to take the pictures. But the video dope, regardless. Anyway, um, but what happened? I talked to a few of my people. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, okay, what you could, you know what I'm saying? Is did you like really evaluate. So I had to evaluate myself. Is there
Right.
anything I could have done differently? Even you told me. Is there anything I could have done differently? It was a gas. I passed the gas station on the way there. I should have stopped there. And
Right.
what did I? What was my part in it? A lot of people tell their side of the story and make themselves look like the person who's knight in shining armor. But if you really self-evaluate and see what your part of it, that was my part wrong. Because
Right.
you know what I'm saying, especially, and then you have to look at if a person is going through something, and then you adding all this extra stuff on them while they already going through something. You got to like be considerate of that of your partner's needs, because both of our
Mhm.
wives, you know, they've been having some health issues. So you never know what's going on. It could be something totally going on. They might not have like fully discussed it. They might be upset with you at the time, so they ain't chopping it up with you like they normally
mm,
would. They might be in pain. You don't know, some type of
Yeah.
way. So I have to. That's how I started winning. I ain't gonna say winning, but like we started getting a better understanding. Like, okay, that's what I did wrong. Let me take real full responsibility for my part. If I really want
Right.
this to work, I just gotta be honest with myself. I can't be fake.
that's
Yeah.
right.
It's called accountability.
Yeah.
Taking accountability of your actions and what, like you said, the part you played in it. You know, you have to take that accountability. You are so right. I agree all the way.
Oh yeah, because you know I never talk to people while I'm on the sideline warming up at a game, but I knew you needed some advice, and when you said something,
I
let you
was
know
really
right.
surprised. I was really surprised. But you know what though? You've been my big brother for a long time, my big bro and sis. So it don't I
Okay.
don't I don't confide in too many people, bro. So if I don't know if
Right.
you really understand how much of a compliment that is, that I confide in you like that.
Yeah.
I really feel like you my brother, bro. It ain't too many things that you can't ask me for. I'm gonna be there for everything. Trust me, me and the wife.
Y'all's marriage has always inspired our marriage, to be honest.
We,
So
Thank
we,
that's that's something that we don't take lightly. And another thing that I have to, I'm checking myself on right now. I just said I gotta stop saying I gotta say we.
man.
I have to get on him. Be like you saying that we. It's a we.
I
It's
know.
a we. It's a
I got
we.
that problem too.
It's we.
It's an ongoing situation where we have to continue to correct ourselves. So that was my, when I say I, charge it to my head, not my heart. It's we. We.
Not say we, but sometimes I just, I'm not in friends, so I don't, I'm inside.
I always say two people that chose to fight for their marriage. That's what I say all the time. We are two
That's right.
imperfect people. We are four imperfect people that just chooses to fight for our marriage.
Yep.
That's what
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
guys. So we
Every day.
Right.
every
Yep.
day.
And
And I respect that. I respect it.
it's an honor to have y'all
Yes.
come on our first podcast as our first live guest. We hope to have many, but when we first sat down and started planning, y'all
Yeah.
was the first two I came up with.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, don't you want to get a couple in before? I said, we doing one, then we going right to Reg and Makita.
Yep.
We got to have it. You got to sit down.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all for inviting us on. You already know we riding this thing out the long way.
Right.
No matter what the situation is, we together, man. We are together. We, all of us, this whole circle. We.
French now, y'all. We speaking. Yeah. So we ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time, man. We want y'all to enjoy y'all family, and we gonna get to our grandbabies before they go home,
Yes.
and finish loving on them. And man, but I just want to say it's an honor again to have y'all on the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast,
Yes. Such
talking
an honor.
about relationships. It's good people, man. God put people in your life for a reason,
Yes.
and I'm very grateful that He put y'all in mind.
Yes.
Well,
I'm grateful.
and ours.
Yes.
Likewise, man. For real.
So grateful.
Right.
I really enjoyed you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I really did.
Yep.
Enjoyed you too.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Say to the people before we get out of here, Rich, let the people know how they can follow you too, man. You got to build up them followers on
Yes.
social media. Let them know what you do out here.
You can follow me under my name, Reggie Baldwin. Instagram, the real Reggie Baldwin. Same thing with our bag, Building the Generation. You can find us on Building the Generation on Instagram, any social media platform. We trying to put some positive things out there, and we trying to make sure we trying to keep these kids first, like we always have. When it comes to the kids, that's what we do it for. So we want to see this next generation blossom and do great things, man. So we pour into the kids.
Right.
Good. Sounds good.
Miss Marquita, you got anything you want to add?
No, I just appreciate and love y'all.
Thank
Right.
you. We love
Appreciate you
too.
and love you too. But look, we ain't gonna take up no more of y'all time, y'all. We gonna ride out like we music men, so I like to play a little music on my way out. And say thank y'all. Y'all have a good and blessed night.
Yes.
And I'll be talking to you soon, Red.
All right. My
Oh,
God,
you
I'll
too.
already, bro. Love y'all.
have a good
Love
night.
y'all.
See y'all
Take it easy
later.
now.
See you
All right.
later.
Yeah, we want to thank our guests, Mr. and Mrs. Reggie and Marquita Baldwin, tonight for joining us on the Mr. Marshall
Mr. and
Mr.
Mrs.
and Mrs.
Marshall
Marshall
podcast.
Man, I'm messing up big time
Did
tonight.
you enjoy it? I enjoyed that.
enjoyed it.
I love them.
enjoyed it.
They
Anytime
really
you
cool
can have
people.
genuine conversation,
Yeah, and that
with
was
people,
very genuine.
and I know we got a lot of more people that we know that we'll be bringing on too,
Mm-hmm.
whether they are, in a relationship or not, and we'll be bringing them on. So, stay tuned for it because it's gonna be beautiful.
Yes, it is.
It's
I
gonna be
enjoyed
beautiful.
that. I appreciate them taking their time out to speak with us and they're just good people.
Good,
Real
great
good
people, great
Just
people.
Awesome.
That's right.
They are.
And so we're gonna ride out to this little instrumental, y'all, and we thank y'all for joining us this Sunday night.
Yes.
And y'all have a blessed evening.
Have a good night.
And until 6 days from
Next
now,
Sunday.
we'll
Yep.
see y'all.
At 6:00.
That's right. And remember, you can follow us on YouTube. It's stream live on YouTube, Facebook Live, and as well, you'll see it on a couple other social sites and Apple Podcasts at this time. So y'all be blessed.
All right. Have a good night. Peace out.
Peace. Now let that ride.